talking now, and Paul's comes in. Oh, and he scored. And here we are for the big one, the crunch clash, the gold medal game between the United States of America and Canada. You can't hold him up, and Bomber will keep going. Oh! It's a mesmeric goal for Declan Bomber.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin for the 2022 Para Ice Hockey Women's World Challenge presented by Citi. I'm Gary Whipperman, owner of W7 Productions. Thrilled to be here today, and I'm going to kick it right over to our play-by-play team, starting with David Meyer. David, Team USA versus Team Canada should be a fun one.
Absolutely. So the USA is looking to build upon game one. They had a strong showing late last night against Canada, and today they're going to be taking on the world team. Obviously, Team World does have a couple of girls from the United States on the squad. We're going to do starting lineups here. So, Jamie, obviously you got to call the, were you on the call for the Canada-U.S. game last night?
I was. That was the first time I was on the call, and then I was just on with Team Canada versus Great Britain. So, first time seeing Team World compete today, or this weekend, I should say.
Starting in goal, number 1, Hope Miguelski.
Miguelski had her hands full last game, but made a number of really nice saves.
And now the starting lineup for Team USA.
And Team USA is, again, first game of the day, so they had quite a bit of a wait. So they should be fresh and ready to go, coming off against Team World, who played this morning.
Absolutely.
At forward, number 11, Kelsey DeClaudio. At forward, number 8, Captain Erica McKee. At forward, number 2, Katie Ladley.
So USA is playing right now at 5, and then they have a quick turnaround, and they're back on the ice for an 8:30 puck drop against Great Britain.
It's time now for Para Ice Hockey, the Women's World Challenge.
So as we stand right now in the World Challenge, Canada is officially into the gold medal game tomorrow night. They're going to bring a 2-1 record into the gold medal game. Currently, the U.S. sits at 1-0, and the world team sits at 1-1. And the officials and the captains are going to gather at center ice.
One thing to make note here, just looking at the teams on both blue lines right here, USA has a little bit more depth on their roster versus Team World, which could play a big part in Team World's performance, just being their second game of the day. And again, third game going into about 24 hours.
And folks, just so you know, Gary is going to be patrolling the social media platforms today. If you have anything to chime in during any of the 3 periods for the 5 o'clock or the 8:30 game, please do. Please shout out wherever you're watching from. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot them our way. We're going to do a good job of trying to incorporate those into the broadcast this evening.
And already Chad Travnik on and David Dorline on, saying Go Lyra and Team USA.
And we had Lyra on in the last game doing a quick interview. It was great to hear her story coming from Southern California and her trip over to Green Bay. And then she also was able to compete in the 2022 Paralympics over in Beijing in both Nordic skiing and the biathlon.
Lyra has put on some air miles this year, we'll say, heading over to Beijing and then Buffalo and now over to Green Bay. None of those places are super close to San Diego, but we're glad she's here tonight. We're going to watch her compete, and she's a forward, so she's going to be looking to score a couple goals, put some in the net tonight.
Definitely a player to keep on the radar.
So just so you folks know, Lyra is number 15. Her club team is the San Diego Ducks, and we have puck drop. We are underway here period 1, game 3 of the day. The U.S. is going to control. And they're going to look to attack right away.
That was a quick 2-on-1 situation. Mishandled puck, but again, first shift, they will be able to, again, keep possession of the puck, and now just more time in the offensive zone.
Gardner had it, kicked it off to her teammate. And the World's going to look to kick that out to the boards. Faraday's going to track it down for the U.S. team.
Nice little exchange with the strong side defenseman right there. A little takeover where she jumped into the play, and the forward then just took her place up on the blue line.
It's a battle on the boards. Grinberga from Latvia tangles with a couple of the Americans there.
Jamie, I'm going to ask a bunch of novice questions. Here's the first one. There'll be many more coming. What's the impact of playing back-to-backs like this for Team USA? This is the first of 2. How do you pace yourself? How do the coaches manage that? That's a big physical strain.
Honestly, I think you just have to take it game by game. They're probably not even thinking about the next game right now. They have to get through this first one, and then once they do wrap this one up, it's starting to shift gears. But again, conditioning and endurance comes into play. But these are professional athletes right here, and they have the experience. So it's something, again, that, again, I think they look forward to the challenge.
I was going to say they're probably excited about the challenge of doing that. A big shout-out from Joey Volkert, sending a shout-out to Christy Gardner from New England and a player in the Neshi for the New England Warriors. Great person to play with and against, and no question about that. She is something else. If you read her story online, go to the Para Ice Hockey website. If you haven't, you really should, because it's an amazing story. David, you can tell me to be quiet anytime. You just say the word, and I'll stop yabbering.
No, I like it. Let's get this 3-man booth up and running. One of the defenders right there, that was Zhang, that lost her stick. She kind of threw it at the puck to try and deflect it a little bit. Now she's down a stick, though.
One thing I'm noticing right off the bat for Team USA, they're floating for the most part 3 players up closer to the blue line. Obviously right now they snuck that third person down low, but they're really trying to, again, keep possession of the puck and keep it in zone.
Hill's got the puck. She fires. It's going to be just over the crossbar. And the U.S. will kick it out and look to reset their offense. And another shot, that time was fired from Brianna Atkins.
See, our viewers already helping us out. So Luke Armbruster let me know that it should be USA versus World on our scoreboard, not USA versus Canada. So right off the bat, Luke, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
We appreciate you guys looking out for the production
we
team.
We need as much help as we can get.
Team.
Hampus Gretzky checking in. That's a nice hockey last name. Equipment manager for the Swedish men's para ice hockey national team. Cheering on Team World, especially number 9, Carolyn Persson, who he plays with in the club back in Sweden.
What time is it over there?
What time is it, Hampus, in Sweden right now? It's got to be midnight at least, maybe 1 in the morning. Probably midnight. My guess is 12:05 a.m.
The Scandinavians with their late night hockey viewing. Thank you so much for tuning in.
That's not late night for them, David.
No,
I mean, that's
okay,
that's called a normal Saturday in Sweden, man. That's just what they do.
That was a very dad answer from me over here.
Right. They're not like us. We go to bed at 8:30. I mean, they're just getting it going at midnight. The party's just starting. That's the danger having me on here. If you're here for a serious hockey conversation, you could be in big trouble tonight.
So the USA team is able to keep it still in the World Hockey Zone. They haven't had a ton of great shot attempts on goals so far, but they have been able to keep possession pretty solidly in the first couple minutes of the first period here.
I think one thing they need to work on is getting more net front traffic. They are getting pucks on net, but it's one where Team World's goalie is able to see it through. So, again, With their three-man situation up closer to the line, they're not getting as much traffic inside the dots in front of the goalie.
A nice clear there by the World team, but it is going to stay in the U.S. possession.
Great pass.
And the puck is going to be located behind the net right now. And a kick out to the defenseman. They'll look to reset. Nice centering pass, but just a bit too much mustard on that. And they will look to chase it down in the corner.
Team World is doing an excellent job of taking away time and space. So when U.S. does have the puck on their stick, they are not given a lot of time to make a play.
Very nice save made by the World team goalie. It is Elizabeth Bisalian from Canada.
She's getting a workout already. There's a lot of shots already.
The U.S. team continues to attack, run their offense, but yeah, they just haven't had a ton of clean looks so far.
By the way, just confirmation, our Swedish friends have confirmed it has just turned midnight.
Okay.
The night is young.
The night is young indeed. Ryan Sparks checking in. Let's go, Rachel Grussy. Sydney Nectarline, forgive me if I get the name pronunciation, you guys. Go Robin Hill, Colorado is cheering for you. Keep those comments coming, you guys. Love seeing the interaction and seeing how passionate you guys are for para ice hockey. And I'll tell you what, this weekend I've become a huge fan.
Hirschenrother had a little bit of a shot on goal there, but it was wide. We're going to go to the far corner now, and Mann is going to get there and try to challenge for it, but it's going to stay with Team US.
Cincinnati Icebreakers are cheering on number 44, Jamie Benassi. Thank you, Tim. And Chad chiming in, Canada dominated the world in Great Britain this morning. USA wins today, and they're a lock for the gold medal game. That's tomorrow.
It potentially could be a very competitive rematch that we have in the gold medal game tomorrow night. That is for certain. Rachel Grussy had control there momentarily, and it's going to be cleared out.
Jamie, it's early yet, but no score yet at 7 minutes in. Does that surprise you?
Now, I'm really impressed with Team World being able to just slow down USA. Again, similar to last night's game versus USA and Canada, where a lot of the momentum and time of possession was in the USA's offensive zone, and it can be some frustration when you're that dominant and you're just not able to generate any offense. So,
for sure.
I mean, it's a 0-0 game, and right now, Team World only needs one little bounce, and again, they could go on a break and take the lead in this.
Grossi flings it behind the net.
And there hasn't been a lot of stoppage of play right now.
It's been very clean so far these first few minutes.
Very clean, no team penalties, which we saw quite a few of in the first couple games. No offsides, no icing. Yeah, it's just been, as you said, controlled, the puck controlled in the Team USA offensive zone, but pretty evenly matched so far. Media timeout here, I believe. Line change coming in.
Elizabeth Pearson checking in. Go Robin Hill, we're cheering you on. Ryan Sparks also. Go USA.
These these media timeouts right now are extremely helpful. Again, it's an extra timeout, one that's not added into the game, so it allows coaching staffs on both teams to talk to their players without having to use a timeout.
Jamie, talk to me about the positioning of the goalie for Team World. I saw her like almost like reclining, like, and again, this is just from a novice standpoint. What is that? What is that? I mean, is that a strategy? I mean,
every goalie has their own style. So again, it just depends on the momentum type of team you're playing and the strategy that the team's going in. So again, Team World, they're probably going to see a few more shots than they're used to. And like I said, for a goalie like of that caliber, it's kind of fun to be in this game because you're going to see a lot of action.
And it's Grucy. Thank you, Ryan. And I'll tell you guys, I mean, our viewers, as I'm watching, I mean, they're very, very knowledgeable. So I'm sure on my questions there'll be a lot of eye rolls, like, well, that's obvious. But again, I certainly am trying to learn about the sport and just appreciate being around it and learning as much as I can. So just glad to be here.
A little bit of a take on the butterfly goalie defending from Dominik Hasek back in the day.
Like you said, your favorite goalie.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's old school.
I got to throw in what I've got, Gary.
That's nice. I'm impressed.
Team World bench later for Timothy Clears.
I think Team World's goalie, too, just trying to slow the play down. And again, disruptions. It does frustrate the offensive team, so any chance they can get a whistle, again, slows the momentum down for the attacking team.
Ryan Mann checking in, cheering on Rebecca Mann from Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
And there is Rebecca Mann, number 7 on the ice for the World team. She's been very active so far in the first couple games for the World team. Erica McKee had a centering pass there. Oh, a shot on goal from the U.S., but once again, another nice defensive play made by the World team.
21, I'm not sure who that was. That was a really nice defensive play.
That was Isabel Hognes from the United States on the World team.
So that's going to be a full team effort right there. You're going to have to take some of the pressure off of our goalie. And then defend, whether you're a defender or forward, it's just, again, finding ways to get in front of shots.
So thank you. I just got a quick comment. He said that's not a goalie technique. She can't get back up when she goes down. That's what the comment was. So, again, hey, extra education for the new guy on the block, but it's all good. This is how we learn, right, you guys?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Shot on goal there. That time it was fired from Eberhard, Madison Eberhard. And the World successfully clears it. U.S. has it behind their own blue line.
One thing to make note, U.S. is on the power play right now.
I believe when we were talking, they announced it was too many on the ice for the World team, so that's why the U.S. has a 5-on-4 power play here.
Sometimes that's a coaching strategy. You can catch the refs not paying attention, sure. But again, I can't say it enough this weekend. This entire officiating crew, all female.
Love that. Coming
from the U.S., Canada, Great Britain. These are the best of the best. I know some of them have reffed at the NCAA, the IHF, Olympics, things like that. So again, the quality here, you can't find a better officiating crew.
So Ryan Sparks says Team World is keeping the U.S. outside pretty well, limiting their ability to get shots from the slot.
They do have a bit of a breakaway here, though.
Ooh,
shot
what a
and
shot.
Goal from Kelsey Lee Dulacio. DeClaudio. Okay. There it is.
That was a beautiful shot right there, coming in short side. She picked her spot, and again, there's a reason why she is one of U.S.'s top goal scorers here.
Absolutely. And so a nice power play goal. Finally, as we've only got 5 minutes remaining in the first period, and the U.S. is finally on the board 1-0.
That has to feel good for Team USA, just a sense of relief finally being able to put it in, because I think they're used to, again, getting the lead and feeling comfortable.
Kelsey DeClaudio has the puck once again. She's met on the board. Into period number 1 that the U.S. finally got off the schneid.
We were talking about what Ryan Sparks was saying, and that was that the shot offline about the world team playing such great defense. But his follow-up comment was, "But the U.S. comes in waves." And right after that, Kelsey puts it in the goal in the net right away. So Ryan, your timing was fantastic.
And DeClaudio had another great look, just missed the net high, and here she is again, just moving the puck. But I like what U.S. is doing. Just there's a lot of movement. When you have movement there, it is hard to cover defensively. There's communication. There's breakdowns too defensively when you have players just jumping into the play and switching spots. But Team World is doing an excellent job of, again, protecting the between the dots and keeping USA on the perimeter.
Leslie Harper checking in, watching from Colorado, one of number 31 Robin Hill's former coaches for several years. There when she started as a teenager, and so proud of the player she's made herself. Go USA.
And just looking out into the crowd, I see a few Hill jerseys as well.
Love
so,
it.
Again, representation here in Green Bay over in Colorado.
Yeah, they were here last night for the U.S.-Canada game, too. It was hard to miss the nice Hill jerseys that were making their way through the bleachers here.
Team USA is traveling well.
I think we have a nice little crowd here for this one.
Last night was electric between U.S. and Canada, and even tonight, just looking, there's a lot of red, white, and blue in the stands.
Mann and Eberhard with the face-off. Finally, the world team has it a face-off on the other end. Atkins out with an interference penalty, so she'll be out for 2 minutes. So Team USA is currently shorthanded. World is looking to take advantage. It's Mann who will fling the puck up the ice.
Icing waved off. And I would say give credit to Team World here. They're coming from all over the world. U.S., Canada, Sweden, looking down Japan, Latvia, and they are giving USA a run for their money.
They really are. They're playing with a lot of passion and pride right now.
And just talking with Team USA, they've had training camps in Buffalo. Ooh, nice rush right there.
Eberhard had a shot on goal, but it went just wide to the right. Second chance goal isn't going to happen either, as the World is able to kick it out of the offensive zone momentarily.
So I was saying USA, they were just down in Buffalo doing a training camp, so they have practice under their belt. Team World here again. Players are traveling in from all over, from different countries, representing, again, the world.
The world team, even just between their first game today and this game today, they look like they're a more cohesive unit in this second game here. Just that time together on the ice.
United States at full strength.
Defensively, they're taking away time and space. They're making it difficult right now. I think this is going to frustrate Team USA. They're putting up a fight.
Team USA is back at full strength. They were able to kill the power play there. And it's going to be Zhang that has the ball for Team World. The puck. I said ball. I caught it that time. Shoot. I get one a day.
Media timeout.
You hit your quota.
I did, yeah. It's filled.
I'll hold
it's
you
filled.
to that.
Okay, please do.
A little look at the crowd here this afternoon. A lot of red, white, and blue.
I think think in between periods, whether it's the first or the second, might walk through and just take a glance and see where everyone's from. I did that during the Canada-Great Britain game, and we had people coming in from Edmonton, different places over Ontario, and Manitoba too. People are traveling, planes, trains, and automobiles.
I'm loving all the jerseys. I'm just looking at the jerseys that are out there right now. I see a number 30, a number 14.
Gabby Graves Wake, number 14.
Yeah, let's get in on that one.
If my count is correct, the world team has 7 countries represented: Canada, United States of America, Japan, Latvia, Finland, Sweden, and Norway.
That has to be a fun locker room to be
That
a part
does,
of.
yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, the personalities and just hearing where they're coming from and the stories, those are, again, friendships that will last a lifetime, and the memories there.
1 minute remaining in the first period. It is 1-0 Team USA.
That pass across would, if they could make that tape to tape, that would have been a highlight reel goal.
Rachel Groos with the puck. She finds her teammate crossing, and just behind the net, I believe she was looking for her teammate Eberhard there.
And that's Grucy, by the way, David.
Grucy, thank you.
I only know that because Ryan told me.
Fair enough. We're going to go to the near corner once again. And a shot and a goal by Hill. The 31 jerseys in the bleacher are going wild, as it was Robin Hill from the Colorado Avalanche Sled Hockey Club. She gets the U.S. their second goal with 9 seconds remaining in period number 1.
That one has to be a tough one to swallow if I was Team World. Just, again, trying to close out the period, 9 seconds to go. You just want to, again, get through that period. But props to USA for just, again, getting pucks to the net, recognizing how much time's on the clock. And that one, too, looked like that was scored short side.
Yep, short side, and it was cleaned up by the she's a defenseman or a defender, so not too often that they get a really good shot attempt, but very nice job by Hill. That'll bring us to the end of the period, and at the end of one period of play, a little bit closer maybe than we expected, USA 2, Team World 0 will be back shortly here on W7 with the Women's World Challenge presented by Citi.
Women have to overcome more obstacles to reach the top. It's made them fiercely determined and more innovative. Just because they can navigate the obstacles doesn't mean they should have to. Citi is committed to investing in opportunities for 10 million women globally by 2025.
A very warm welcome. Get your popcorn, your drinks, whatever you want. Hey! Bring it back! Now it's McGregor. Only a chance. Hickey's free. Hickey scores! First goal of the game! And it's the Canadian one on the power play. The reason why we're playing that right hockey now is Paul's comes in. Oh, and he scored! And here we are for the big one, the crunch clash, the gold medal game between the United States of America and Canada. Can't hold him up, and Bomber will keep going! Oh! It's a mesmeric goal for Declan Bowman!
Sport is for all of us, from first-timers to world champions, and everyone in between. Because sport isn't just about winning, it's about new beginnings, new friendships, new confidence. Wherever you begin, wherever you're going, it starts with sport.
Welcome back to the Para Ice Hockey Women's World Challenge, presented by City and by Abbott Labs. 2-0 USA after the first period. Kick it back over to David Meyer and to Jamie to talk about that first period. And the only comment I would have would be it had to be difficult for world team. I mean, they've done such a great job the whole period, and then the USA to score in the final seconds of that first period. That's got to be demoralizing.
Team responds to that. They're gonna probably look to attack if possible, coming out of the gate, get it back to a 1-goal game. But yeah, could definitely be something that festers and ends up being a big turning point in the game if the U.S. can continue to execute, attack, and find the net.
And if I had to guess, U.S. is just getting started right now. So use that, again, intermission to come out stronger. And I think if they're looking at this game, and again, with the competitors that they are, they want to, again, find the back of the net, and they want to, again, blow this game out of the water.
Eberhard and Mann find each other at the center line for the second period face-off.
Wes Kaufman checking in, another Cincinnati Icebreakers teammate, cheering on number 44, Jamie Benassi, and her Women USA team. Let's go, Jamie.
They're back and jump in, and now she took it into the offensive zone.
Hirschenrother is going to track it down. And she's got the puck on her right-hand stick. Shot, no. Nice defensive play made by Team World there in the middle of the zone.
Yeah, Ryan, we're going to be lobbying hard for the Zam Cam tomorrow.
Hey, that might be something that we can pull off. The Zam Cam might become a reality.
You guys just keep raising the bar here. Let's do it. Let's make that become a reality.
I want to ride the Zamboni. Let's go.
Just sprawled out on the front.
Bingo.
Oh, my goodness. At center ice, it's going to be controlled by Team USA. They get
by more Zam rides than we have periods of hockey. Oh, that one just squirted through the crease right there. Great scoring opportunity.
Caden Hirschenrother was right on line there, but just misfired to the right.
She's had a really strong start to the second period. She's the one that, again, took it end-to-end right off the opening draw, and now she's being extremely active in the offensive zone. Very
physical and very fast on her sled.
Lil Mare checking in, cheering on USA, number 44, Jamie Benassi. I'll tell you what, Jamie's got quite the following. And this incredible team. Awesome. Thanks, Mare, for checking in.
And the rebound shot is put in. I believe that was number 15 on the rebound.
Lyra, we had her on earlier. She picked up the rebound right there.
And she said, right, there's nothing like the feeling of scoring a goal. So Lyra, she found the back of the net.
Her teammate set her up, did all the work, and then she just came in, and she's the closer.
That's kind of like me today. I mean, everything's all set up. I just walk in and put on a headset and say, let's go.
Gary and Lyra are living the life right now.
Living the dream, my friend. Living the dream.
And pick it up.
Connor does all the work. I just show up.
So 13:01 remains in the second period here. The United States of America up 3-0.
Team USA goal scored by number 15, Lyra Niederline. Assist to number 36, Kaden.
It's going to be Hill. Hill scored the second goal right before the first period closed. And that is going to be covered up by the goalie for the world team. Elizabeth Basalian was able to keep that one under her stick there. Just in the blue paint away from the net. So as you said, the USA team may be just gearing up. That one came less than 2 minutes into the start of the period here. And it'll be covered up once again by Basalian. So we'll go back and do a face-off right where we just did. This time it'll be Atkins entering the circle for the face-off.
World has to find a way to generate some offense here. They're doing really well in the D zone, but that transition from defense to offense needs some work on, because they are still have not had a shot on net yet.
Tell you what, the USA goalie reminds me of the Maytag repairman. That'd be the loneliest job in America over there.
That's also a dangerous thing, though, right now.
Yeah, as you said, if the goalie isn't engaged in the game, they can allow a sloppy one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but not that time. A wonderful wrist shot from Team USA. It was Madeline Gallagher. Her club team is the Space Coast Blast.
I want to be playing against them right now because I think they're just going to keep getting stronger and stronger.
Deborah Boone checking in. I'll tell you what, if we ever get Ryan Sparks on audio, I think he'd be a great analyst. I mean, he really knows his hockey.
USA goal scored by number 83, Madeline Gallagher. Assist to number 31, Robert Hill. Gallagher from Hill at 3:14 of the second period.
Christina Birchfield checking in from Indiana, cheering on, guess who? Jamie Benassi and Erica McGee. Go Team USA.
The world team gets a clear, and we're going to have an icing call here.
I love all the different locations we have here.
All over the place. I love that. You know, for W7 Productions, we live stream high school girls sports in eastern Wisconsin. So for us to see viewers in Sweden and all of the United States and really all over the world, I mean, this is amazing for us. Just to be a part of it. We really have to thank the Paralympic team for just having us. And it's been just an amazing journey for us, just being part of this and really getting a chance to watch these world-class athletes in action.
And you know what? If you aren't too far away, feel free to come out tomorrow. We've got the bronze medal and the gold medal games that'll both be happening. If you just have a lazy Sunday afternoon plan, feel free to pop by. We'd love to have you.
And it's free to get in.
It is. No admission.
And the environment here is unbelievable. A lot of excitement. You have, again, people with cowbells out there, big signs, flags. It's very, very, it's an amazing environment to be a part of.
It's all positive and so supportive. I just love that. I mean, you can tell it's a great community. The people here just, love watching their players, and it's really a very tight-knit family environment. You can just feel that right in the arena.
And apropos, of course, to have a cowbell hosted in Wisconsin.
Naturally. That's goes with the territory.
The U.S. isn't looking to attack right there. They're going to go ahead and reset their offense. It's Eberhard who flings it behind the net. And skating over is Ladley. Ladley had the puck poked away, and the world team isn't able to regain possession.
Angus Siegloff checking in from Australia.
Australia.
Yeah,
Isn't that something?
Wow.
A little.
That's our buddy Bill. Everyone knows our buddy Bill.
We've made a friend here, Bill from Australia. Talked to him quite a bit over the past couple days. So nice to have the folks from down under checking in. Nice shot and a save attempt made, but I'm not sure if she made a deflection, but the shot is going to wind up in the near corner. And it's controlled by Team USA.
Wolf. The velocity on those shots, I tell you, I am so impressed.
There's some I wouldn't want to be in the way of.
I'd be missing some teeth, I'm afraid.
That shot is saved, and the rebound will be poked away by the world team. No opportunity for a second chance shot there.
Devanshu Gupta checking in from India. India may be in the lead here with the distance award, the mileage award. So Angus is Bill's son, by the way, in Australia. So that's the connection there.
Okay. So that makes sense.
Checking in from Latvia, Toms Grinsberg. Go Team World.
And Dina Grinberga is the sole representative of Latvia.
Number 5, if you're
Number
watching.
5, absolutely. Keep your eyes peeled for white number 5. This time it's Faraday. Faraday with the puck on the stick. She's looking for her teammate, and nice defensive play made there by
U.S. is
world's-
doing an excellent job of getting players moving into the high slot. They're moving pucks again into that quiet area and then getting shots off.
Skold made a very nice defensive play in front of the net there. The U.S. is going to round back to it, and Faraday finds her teammate.
Nice pass. Again, pass through the slot, found their stick. Good shot on net.
Kevin, the ice work okay for you today? Okay, good.
Looks like a line change happening for Team USA right now. Half a line. And the U.S. is going to skate back and look to attack once again. A one-on-one here, potentially. They're up against the boards fighting for it. 4 players now, and somebody pokes it free. It looks like it was Aulette that finally was able to squeak it out there. Nice aggressive play made there by Team USA. Real close to the blue paint.
Team USA is strong on the forecheck. They always seem to have one person just hunting the puck and constantly, again, applying pressure to Team World. And they've had success with it too, creating turnovers. And again, there's been a lot of time in Team USA's offensive zone.
Kevin, we're going to put you on.
So we've got 5:42 remaining in the second period here.
It's right.
It is 4-0, Team USA in the lead.
Oh, we need this guy to move. Well, take a look, fans. There is Kevin McKee, Paralympian, joining and taking in some great hockey today. Kevin, thanks for being here. Quite a story. Just maybe share that, Jamie. We had some comments about Kevin earlier in our broadcast.
Yep, he is married to the captain of this team right here. She's from the Chicago area, and now they have moved to Davenport, Iowa. So it's great to see the support in the stands. And again, we always say hockey is a family sport. And again, this is right here. You can't get much more pure than that.
No, that's awesome. Not too far away in the Quad Cities.
Back to live action.
And Erica's been an instrumental part of this program. She, again, was skating with a lot of the men's programs and then came over and it helped start this. So I know that she has opened the doors for many females in the sport.
Once again, as we said previously, there's a reason that the C is on the sleeve.
She is there for a reason.
Angus is doing a fact check on me. So Australia is 16,000 kilometers and India is 12,500. So
Gary, you
Angus,
got called
my
straight
apologies,
out.
my friend. Thanks for keeping me honest, buddy. Appreciate that. Or mate, as I should say.
Hill is going to clean up the puck there and look to attack.
You always have to fact check me, David. That's everybody knows that. I'm okay with that. That's why we love our viewers.
Just keeping you honest.
That's a full-time job, you guys.
Hey, if we get a little geography lesson and a little ice hockey,
That's a win-win.
Team USA once again in control of the puck, looking to attack. Nice save there. And the second chance also is denied. Some nice job by the defenseman and the traffic in front of the goal to keep that one away from the net.
Reflexion checking in, viewing from out west in Calgary, Alberta. Plays for the Calgary Scorpion sledge hockey team.
The Scorpion, wow. I
The
didn't know there were a
Calgary
lot of
Scorpions. I
I didn't
like
know
it.
there were a lot of Scorpions in Calgary.
I
but
like it.
I do too.
I also like the 80s rock band, the Scorpions. They're from Germany, I think.
Nice save. Really nice
What a goal.
job by Basilian, but the follow-up finds the back of the net.
More cowbell. That's Kevin on the cowbell.
I believe that was Gallagher with the goal.
So Gallagher with two quick ones here today. 4:04 remaining in period number 2. It is 5-0. Team USA on top.
USA goal scored by number.
We're going to have a special guest up in the booth between periods. Michelle or Brad, one of the co-directors from Paralympic hockey, will be on the broadcast. So David, get your questions ready.
All right, that sounds good.
So a little fact here from Nevin Gray. Erica and Kelsey are the only two women in the history of USA hockey to play for the U.S. men's national development team and pioneers of the women's game, as well as the top two women in the world.
Get them in the Hall of Fame.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's quite an amazing stat. The U.S. and the world are battling behind the back of the net right now. A nice centering pass there to the streaking number 2, Ladley, in front of the net. She finds herself now on the boards.
I could watch DeClaudio play all day.
Yeah.
She makes it look effortless.
Let us know where you're watching from. We've had people checking in from all over the world. Let us know where you're watching. We have a great community of fans here in person and online as well.
All right, U.S. has a good look right here. A nice, very nice defensive play made. The U.S. continues to work their offense. Not a great angle for that shot, but nice job by the world defense to force it to be kind of a bad look.
they're not generating a lot of offense, but I will tell you they're doing very well in the D zone. Again, just slowing down USA, keeping them to the outside. Perimeter play, I mean, shots outside of the dots, they're not that big of a threat. So
Sure.
Again, when you're looking at USA's lineup and game plan, it's keep them to the outside, make them, again, take perimeter shots.
Right. I mean, if you're allowing shots, but they're all pretty low percentage shots, you'll take that.
But we have people checking in from all over the United States. Wendy Martin from Rumford, Maine. David Dorderline from San Diego, and Brianna Springer from Cleveland, Ohio. So Midwest, East Coast, and West Coast represented. And Ryan Sparks from Connecticut. So they're bypassing us and asking Sparks analyst questions now. So Kyler wants to know, Sparks, what do you want to see from the USA in the third period? Ryan, it's just your world. We're just living in it, man.
Does that make us like the third-party host here?
I'm all for it.
Deborah Moon from Peru, Maine.
Oh, I thought you were going to hit us with the country Peru.
No, Peru, Maine. That's kind of like Denmark, Wisconsin. Right. That's where I was today.
Erica McKee finds her teammate. Oh, beautiful. Was that Gallagher again?
There were 3 passes right there where it was tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, really nice display of offense there from the Americans. And
As a player, those always feel good though when you're connecting 2-3 passes and then you finish it off with a goal.
absolutely. Good puck movement, and the good puck movement pays off. And once again, it's right before the end of a period. So that with 11 seconds remaining, that puts the USA up 6-0 over Team World. So just like we had in the first period, kind of unfortunate for the World team to allow a really late goal as time is ticking away. Eberhard and Zhang are going to face off. That was Gallagher, so Gallagher has a hat trick now officially today. And that is going to be the end of period number 2. So once again, 6-0 Team USA in the lead. We've got some fun things to bring you here in the rest of the broadcast for game number 3 today. And then stick around for game number 4 as the US team faces off against Great Britain.
Women have to overcome more obstacles to reach the top. It's made them fiercely determined and more innovative. Just because they can navigate the obstacles doesn't mean they should have to. Citi is committed to investing in opportunities for 10 million women globally by 2025.
A very warm welcome. Get your popcorn, your drinks, whatever you want. Hey! Wait a minute! Now it's McGregor. Open chance. Hickey free. Hickey scores! First goal of the game. And it's the Canadian one on the power play. The reason why you're playing that right hockey now. And Paul's comes in. Oh, and he scored. And here we are for the big one. The crunch clash. The gold medal game between the United States of America and Canada. You can't hold him up. A bomber will keep going. Oh! It's a mesmeric goal for Declan Bowman.
Sport is for all of us, from first-timers to world champions, and everyone in between. Because sport isn't just about winning, it's about new beginnings, new friendships, new confidence. Wherever you begin, Wherever you're going, it starts with sport.
Well, welcome back to Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin. We are here with one of the brains behind the whole weekend that we have here. If you want to just give a brief introduction, and then we can launch into some questions here.
Of course. So my name is Michelle Aflam, and I'm the sports manager for World Para Ice Hockey. So I've been here this weekend just to launch this new property that we have, which is the Women's World Challenge presented by City.
So the Women's World Challenge has gotten off to a pretty great start here in the area. We're super excited to host it. What has been one of the highlights so far, 2 days into the challenge itself?
Well, I think the number one thing is the hospitality that we've received from the people here. So it's great. All the volunteers have been wonderful to our teams. For all of them, this is their first international sanction event, so they have never been to an event where really the whole community gets behind it and really welcomes them for a long period of time. So from the transportation to the team host to the venue management, everybody has been absolutely lovely. And also the crowd, I mean, I know it's a long weekend, and we've had game on Friday night and Saturday all day, and everybody has been showing up, not just for the USA team, so that's been really appreciated, especially for the world team athletes and the Great Britain team who's traveled from everywhere around Europe and Asia as well to be part of the event. So just the hospitality has been fantastic.
Well, we're really excited to be a part of as you said, the inaugural international edition. I know the sport is growing. You guys continue to grow the game. What are some of the plans and projections that you have a year or two down the road? We're looking at maybe some real international events. We need 8 teams for that?
No, so we have not made the final decision as to how many teams would be required for our World Championships.
Okay.
So we're targeting anywhere between 6 to 8 national teams. That's a decision that will come later down the line when we make the announcement for the World Championships. But we're targeting 2025 as our first World Champ. But we will continue with the Women's World Challenge in the coming years. So we're really growing the game, and we are hosting those events to bring the teams that are more at the introduction level. And so this is why we have the world team here this week. Because we have many women from many different countries. We want them to go back into their countries, recruit more athletes, and then bring their own national teams back in a few years at the World Championships. So really that's the whole plan for us. We launched it in 2020, so we announced the strategic plan to really set the women up for success by explaining to them what milestone needs to be reached in order to go from no sanction event to our first sanction event, to then our World Championship, and then ultimately the big goal is to make it to the Paralympic Winter Games program.
Absolutely. If my count was right on the world team, there are 7 different countries represented. So have you been able to interact and just spend a little time around the world team and see, because kind of launching from this as they go back to their own countries, that's going to be kind of what propels it forward, to be able to get some more countries involved.
Yeah. Yeah, so really for us and for them, it's a mentorship opportunity. So they've been able to build relationships that they will be able to rely on in the next couple of months to get advice on recruitment, on training, on how to prepare your team. So we've been able to meet all of them. We were picking some of them up at the airport. So
Sure.
we've really shared some great one-on-one time. And personally, I know I spoke with our Japanese player yesterday when I got back to the hotel, and she had tears tears in her eyes, and I had tears in my eyes, because it's the first time that we've had this event, and she's part of she's part of an international event, and she was part of the first ever sanctioned games. So coming all the way from Japan to Wisconsin to Green Bay, it was very emotional. And I know for myself and for all of the volunteers, we've had people here who've worked in para ice hockey for many, many years, 15, 20 years. And we were always discussing the option of doing a women's program, and it happened. It happened yesterday. We can never go back from that. It's done. It's in the books. We've had our first event. We've had our first ever goal. We've had our first ever win. So, yes, it's historic. So it's a fantastic event.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears, time, and planning, all coming to fruition this weekend. So thank you so much for choosing us to kind of be on the launch, and hopefully we can continue to celebrate the athletes and turn out a really good product as people are watching online around the world, as we found out this game. And if you're in the area, please feel free to stop by tomorrow for the bronze and the gold medal games. Some really high quality athletes and some really high quality hockey happening here in Ashwaubenon.
Great. Thank you really for having us.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure.
Women have to overcome more obstacles to reach the top. It's made them fiercely determined and more innovative. Just because they can navigate the obstacles doesn't mean they should have to. Citi is committed to investing in opportunities for 10 million women globally by 2025.
A very warm welcome. Get your popcorn, your drinks, whatever you want. Hey! Take it back! Now it's McGregor. Only a chance. Hickey's free. Hickey scores! First goal of the game! And it's the Canadian one on the power play. Reason why they're playing power ice hockey now. And Paul's comes in. Oh, and he scored! And here we are for the big one. The crunch clash. The gold medal game between the United States of America and Canada. You can't hold him up. The bomber will keep going. Oh! It's a mesmeric goal for Declan Farmer.
Is for all of us, from first-timers to world champions, and everyone in between. Because sport isn't just about winning, it's about new beginnings, new friendships, new confidence. Wherever you begin, wherever you're going, it starts with sport.
So like I go through that outline.
We're still between periods here, getting ready for the third period, but I have to share breaking news with you all because I know this is going to be something you all want to hear. So we had the interview with Michelle from the Paralympic Hockey Association and asked her, those questions. We asked her also a very, very important question off camera, and that question was, how do we get a camera on the Zamboni? And she said, ask me and we'll make it happen. So make sure you guys come back for the next game, because we are going to have the Zam Cam, and that baby's going to be live. So make sure you come back for the Zam Cam. It's coming up. We're just about ready for period 3. We'll be back. You're watching W7. Welcome back. The World Para Ice Hockey Women's World Challenge. Live from Cornerstone Community, Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin. Time for period 3, USA and Team World. And I'll kick it back over to the man with the plan, David Meyer. David, all you.
Welcome back, hockey fans. We are ready for period number 3. It is 6-0 Team USA. They look a little loose on the ice. They're ready to go. They've got another one about an hour after this one wraps, but for now they're looking forward to continue to execute the game plan against Team World. Excuse me.
Team World, home stretch right here. About, 5 periods under their belt?
Yep.
Going in and U.S. is just getting started.
And I think, honestly, every period they've looked progressively better. So looking to maybe put one in the back of the net this period. But they've, as you said, remained stout on defense. USA has been on the attack most of the game. But
big thanks to our intermission guest, Michelle, from the Paralympics committee, and really just all the work that she's done and her team have done behind the scenes. It's just really incredible, and you can tell, I mean, they're so passionate about this sport and growing it, and same with our followers online and our viewers. I mean, just so supportive and so hungry to see this game grow.
Yeah, she exuded that passion in the interview. I mean, you could tell that it's something that she is really driven to make grow and succeed.
No question.
And this is the first time a tournament like this has happened of its caliber. And again, you just love to see this continue to grow every single year. And obviously, you'd love to see more countries added to the mix.
And David, I think you said it best. It's really a great opportunity for all of these ladies to go back to their home country and help evangelize what this event is and what this sport is, because they're really the ones that are going to help propel this to the next level.
What an amazing story she shared about Mika Fujiwara, the lone competitor from Japan. I mean, that's cool. Just what a touching moment to share with her, and just a life changed and affected in a positive way.
I mean, each of these athletes right here, they're a part of something bigger than themselves. So you hit it right there where it's, again, they go home and, again, you inspire younger players and you want to grow the game. But for them to put on their jersey here, USA, even Team World, it's a special moment. And again, a lot of people have helped them get to this point, whether it's coaches, teammates, family, friends. It really is a very meaningful tournament, and it's exciting to be a part of it.
And you heard all the ladies yelling USA, USA right before we took the ice for the third period. And I don't know about you guys, but that gives me goosebumps to hear that.
Yeah, really, really great fan support today once again, and just a cool environment.
It really is. Yeah, Nevin and Ryan, we're with you guys 1,000,000%. I mean, we'd love to see continued growth and love to see these ladies with Paralympic medals around their necks because they deserve that.
It's going to happen.
It is going to happen, Jamie. You're right. There's no stopping us now. Like Michelle said, you know, the toothpaste out of the tube now. There's no going back. It's only going forward now. Can't put it back in, nor do we want to.
Yeah, there seems to be a tsunami of support and a wave building. Hall's able to wing that one over to her teammate, who's going to circle back. World clears it past the blue line, and they have a bit of a breakaway chance here now.
Here we go. Almost was a 2-on-1 right there for Team World.
It is Zhang at the controls. Lin Zhang from the United States of America playing for Team World.
Nice job by Grucy defensively on that breakaway we were talking about. Really helped stem that and get the puck turned back over to USA.
I think Benassi's having an outstanding game. You notice her just buzzing around the sheet today, and again, she's had a lot of support online.
There's a Jamie Benassi fan club going on. I wonder where do you sign up?
Get the T-shirts made.
Get the T-shirts made. That's right.
I don't know. I kind of like those jerseys that are floating
I do
out there.
like those jerseys. I got to say. We won't ask for any financial compensation, but I may have to start bargaining for jerseys for the W7 broadcast crew.
Caught up on the boards. It's going to head over to Zhang, and the World will control.
I'll tell you what, David, I saw Zhang play yesterday. I was just so impressed with her play in that first game to open up the tournament this weekend. Just so athletic and such great coordination. It was really fun watching her play.
Yeah, she was all over the sheet in that game against Great Britain to open things up, and you know, definitely playing a harder opponent here, but
yes,
still making her presence known.
She definitely is.
USA keeps it, and it's Kelsey who is going to pull it back out and look to set up her teammates. I think she momentarily thought about a shot, but now we're going to have a couple changes made for Team US.
It's like Chrissy Gardner in.
Once again on the near boards, a couple players battling for it, and it's going to be US that pulls it out.
I think you're going to see a little more structure out of Team USA this period. Again, possessing pucks, but now that they're on the home stretch of this game, they're going to start getting ready for the next game.
And I hate to keep calling them out, but Ryan Sparks actually mentioned that as well, that one thing they'd like to see in that third period would be just more cycling and just really shutting the world team down defensively. So good news for us, you guys. We're tracking right with where Ryan's saying. So we're doing something right today.
Jamie and Ryan are the hockey knowledge.
That's right.
You are seeing the cycling. You are seeing the takeovers out here.
Ryan's going to ask for a comp check pretty soon. I got to be careful not to mention him much more.
Yeah, the cycling and the weaving and the puck control is very steady right now for Team USA. We've got 9:15 remaining in period number 3. USA retains a 6-goal lead.
So there will be more strategy here, but I also think U.S. is definitely not done finding back of the net here and attacking.
Of course, if the U.S. wins this game, they will officially face Canada in the gold medal game tomorrow. Team USA will be 2-0. Team Canada will be 2-1.
Just great passing. The passing is so solid.
Yeah, Eberhard had that one, and looks like she's going to regain the puck again here.
This style of offense is very difficult for World, though, because they're, again, if they're not anticipating where the puck's going, they're going to be doing a lot of chasing. Credit to US's puck movement and, again, systems with it. But I will say World, they've held their ground, and, again, I know it's 6-0, but defensively, they have done a pretty good job of, again, keeping US outside and being a perimeter team.
Jamie, I agree with you. I think there's a lot of great things that World can take out of this game that they've done very, very well.
Absolutely. Obviously, offense, they need to find a way to generate that, but in the D zone, they are, again, have been effective for the most part.
USA has not had a lot of easy looks at the net. I mean, the defense has been very strong on that side of the rink. I mean, you really have to hand it to Team World again, not rolling over for a second. I mean, they're in this all the way.
Yeah, even if the goal has been scored, it's usually been a contested shot. A lot of rebounds that ended up going in on the second shot on goal. So,
and I also think US has been pretty selective with their shots. Where they've had opportunities to put it on, but until they've held off until they could find the right ones.
Mann and Eberhard with the face-off, and I think Mann was a little bit upset. She thought she had a teammate behind her.
Yeah, she did.
It is Zhang that chases it down.
That was a good opportunity for World down there.
They will clear it past the blue line.
Ryan says 6-0 for your third game together is nothing to shake a stick at.
No, I mean, it's really not. They've looked progressively better.
Agree.
And so far, I mean, we're about halfway through this third period here. They haven't allowed a goal yet this period, so.
And like Jamie, Ryan is donating his time today, no cost, he said. So the expertise is much appreciated, and it takes all of us, you guys. Well, halfway through period 3, 6-0 USA.
And they're going to have a face-off now in the World territory.
Like I said, don't go anywhere. USA, Great Britain coming up next. But just as importantly, ZamCam is hopefully going to be online for Game 3. You do
The production value here continues to skyrocket.
Worth every penny.
Can't wait to see what tomorrow brings.
We're going to get Jamie out on the ice tomorrow with a camera skating around.
Zhang with a nice defensive play from Hill that knocked her off course. And Zhang had one of the better looks that the World team has had today, but
Hill just does those things that, you know.
Yeah, she's gritty.
Yeah, I mean, that you have to do, and it doesn't get probably a lot of glamour or a lot of attention, but to tell you what, you'd be lost without her.
Right, yeah, Robin Hill, one of the other people that's coming over from the Colorado area, and made a real nice play there.
Make note, U.S. just killed off that penalty, and now they are back to full strength here. Benassi back at it again.
And now it's Gallagher. Gallagher already has herself a hat trick. She's not going to shoot this time.
Do we know what the penalty was, you guys?
I do not.
I'm not
to be honest,
sure.
no.
Wes is asking. When Wes asks questions, we answer. They may not be the answers he wants or correct answers, but we'll answer something.
Yeah, I didn't hear a great call. It's mostly been teeing today, but I didn't see anything that would have indicated a teeing situation, so.
Another comment coming in for the fact that Canada beat Team World 12-0 earlier today. Team World should be very happy with the improvement that have been made and the fact they've held the U.S. to only 6 goals. Kyler Quelch checking in. I'm so proud of the women that we've played against over the years. I don't know about you, Ryan, but I'm especially proud of Rachel for her transition to defense for this tournament.
It's going to be Hill on the board that controls the puck.
So Devin checking the penalty was teeing.
It was a tee. You know.
Think of a T-bone car accident.
I just had one of those, Gary.
Oh, sorry.
In a roundabout.
In a roundabout, of course. Wisconsin on our roundabouts.
Tell you what, I don't know if our international
Great Britain has taught us a thing or two about making them. They haven't taught us about driving through them yet, though. We're not very good at the driving part. We make them great. Driving is a little dicey.
It's going to be Owlette and Team World that are making an offensive advance here. And now Man had it momentarily. It's going to be cleared into the near corner and chased down by the Americans.
The Para Ice Hockey Women's World Challenge is presented by City and also Abbott Labs, donating Pedialyte to the athletes to help fuel the athletes as they go through this grueling weekend.
So the U.S. continues to grind clock. We are now 3:16 away from being final. Score remains 6-0, which, as mentioned, is half of what the world's last game was, 12-0. I tell you what, Gary, they're going to come ready.
They are. I'm saying.
The Americans brought it to them, and I don't think they're going to let that happen again.
Championship Sunday, anything can happen.
It definitely can. That's why we put on these uniforms to get out on the ice. Chad, I'm with you 1,000,000%. Amazing sport, no doubt about it. I couldn't agree with you more. This is really my first weekend experience to this, and it's fantastic. Already can't wait for the next one.
Covered up by the goalie there. We are now 2:22 away from the third game here on Saturday being final. U.S. still with a sturdy 6-goal lead.
Yeah, we'll pull back and give you some crowd shots. I'm sure some of you got friends here, family here. See if there's anybody. Tell me who you recognize. So put that in the comments. Who do you recognize? Tell me who's here and what they're wearing. I'll get them on camera. We'll figure out a way to get them on here. So you tell us who you want to see, and we will make it happen for y'all. Yes, I'm from Wisconsin saying y'all. That doesn't really go together, but that's where we are right now.
You're going to throw the international fans. They're
that's
not
right.
I
know. We got you guys. We got mate. You got y'all. I mean, they're like, can we just watch the hockey game and tell the guy to be quiet?
So, Jamie, what's the American coach telling to his team with a couple minutes left here in period number 3?
I think they're going to give them one or two things to work on right now, but honestly, we haven't seen many shots on net this period, whether that's designed or not, but again, they still have a little ways to go. And I think Team World here, too, they had some momentum coming off that power play. So, again, just finishing strong for U.S. because they have another 3 periods to go after this.
A clear past the center line and the blue line. Americans grab the puck. It's going to find the near wall. and carry him off of it. Nice pass up ahead. That's Brianna Atkins.
So you're definitely seeing, again, more team play out of Team USA. Systems coming into play. There's the high cycles. You have, again, the takeovers where sometimes the defensemen on the strong side are jumping in down the wall. Again, it's a little bit more structured than individual play.
So reflecting his comment, for the future of the Women's World Challenge, I would like to see this tournament take place in Canada and the UK over the next 2 tournaments. I'll tell you what, make that happen, I'll go.
Gary's got his plane ticket booked.
If somebody has to go overseas to cover this, I'll do it. Stick around. We're gonna get the camera down on the fans here right after this is over. We have our fans asking for people all over the place, so we're gonna get people on camera here in just a minute.
47 seconds remain.
Connor gave me the look like you're kidding me, right?
And the USA goalie finally gets a little bit of action there.
See, Connor, you of me being here.
A little 1-on-3 here, but the American team pulls it back. And they look content to just run a little clock. And, nope, not before a penalty. 17.4 remains in this one.
Just a stoppage of play.
Stoppage, okay. Good looking out, Jamie. Thank you.
I spy Allison Benassi in the jean jacket right there. Tom is here somewhere as well. He's got the American flag in his hat. Let me see if I can get him. Ta-da! You guys ask, we make it happen. So, also in the blue scarf, look at that, right on cue. Ethan Hurtado's in the crowd, blue scarf, jacket around his neck.
Got about 3 seconds left in this one as both teams battle on the boards for the puck. And we will reach the conclusion. Team USA officially advances to the championship game. They have one more tonight against Great Britain, but it's not going to matter because they're either going to be 3-0 or 2-1, and they will join Team Canada in the gold medal game tomorrow evening.
There's your fans here taking in a great performance by Team USA, 6-0 win over Team World. Again, hats off to Team World. Fantastic job today as well.
Yeah, so they're...
The fans don't know what to make of this camera here, David. We're getting a lot of strange looks from people.
So the Team World tournament comes to a conclusion here, but they played a gritty 3 games. They were able to launch the inaugural Women's World Challenge with a victory over Great Britain, 5-1. And a little bit tougher for them today against Canada and the USA, but you know, they should be very proud of what they were able to do in a limited amount of time. And I'm sure there are some great friendships and stories that will come out of their weekend here.
Absolutely, and they have one more game to go tomorrow.
Oh, that's true. Yes, the third place game. Yeah.
Again, they see Great Britain, and that should be a great matchup too. So
yeah,
today I would say it was a great game, and I think there's a lot of positive things that they can take out of tonight's game against USA.
First player from Team World, number 3, Cindy Ouellette.
And the MVP goes to Cindy Ouellette, number 3. She is from Canada, but playing for Team World this weekend.
It's not a block of cheese, is it?
It's a cheese head, yes.
It is a cheese head. Oh my gosh. Haven't they suffered enough? We make them be here in Wisconsin all weekend. Now we're going to give them cheese heads on top of that. Congratulations, Cindy.
And the player of the game for Team USA, number 83, Gallagher.
Makes a lot of sense for Gallagher to take home the cheese head for Team USA. She finished the game with a hat trick, 3 of the 6 goals for the Americans, and she plays her club hockey over with Space Coast Blast.
The Cheesehead Challenge.
So
Our international friends watch this are like, what is a cheesehead?
It's a joke that that we owned, you know. So we're gonna have the U.S. anthem here momentarily.
We expect them to be wearing those cheeseheads at some point. Agree. We gotta get a picture of them with the cheeseheads on.
Do either of you own a cheesehead?
I do, at least one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do not. I am from Green Bay and I do not own one.
Here it is. Here is the United States national anthem.
Once again, our final score is 85 of the Women's World Challenge.
So that's going to just about wrap it up for game number 3 here today. Once again, the final score is 6-0 for Team USA. We'll be back for puck drop at 8:30, I believe, for the United States of America versus Great Britain. The battle across the pond, for the Atlantic.
There you go. Should be a good one. Nightcap, and again, a great way to finish off 4 games today.
And of course, it's got to be the Zamcam. So
Zamcam. So the next hour and a half will be spent working on the Zamcam, getting that ready to go.
If you don't think Connor and Gary are going to be busy with that, you are mistaken. So thanks again, Jamie. It was a pleasure broadcasting at least a doubleheader with you here. We'll see who's on for Game 4, but it was a privilege, and my understanding of hockey and para hockey has grown infinite.